did get my first cat call a couple weeks ago. I was walking down the street, walking down the sidewalk, and I heard this voice that was like, "Hey, boy, lady." Lady boy. And I was like, is that a bird? What is that? And then I look and I see this guy just looking at me, nodding and smiling. I said, oh, me? Is it me? He said, boy, lady. Remember, this is my first time. This never happens to me. So I assumed this gentleman wanted to fight me. I'm weak. I'm a weak person. I don't fight. So my only reaction to this was to let a giant glob of spit just fall out of my mouth, pass my shirt and onto the ground, and then I backed up into a Reitman's and started folding and unfolding shirts. And the guy wasn't even mad. He saw me do that and he was like, and I know what he was thinking. He was like, okay, the boy lady had to step out for a spit break. And now she's got to get back to work, because boy lady's got to work. And then you know what happens next? Some middle-aged woman named Susan comes up behind me and asks me to help her decipher between two purples. Don't work here, Susan. But I'm not going to waste that, right? I'm not going to waste that, because I'm not stupid. So I turned my back to Susan, I looked over my shoulder, I said, Susan, she said, my name's not. I was like, shh. My name is Mr. Avocado. I'd truly love to help you, but there's a situation on the roof, and I need to push the button as soon as possible. And then I just ran out the door and down the street and never came back. And I'm not messing with Susan. I wouldn't mess with Susan. I'm giving Susan a memory. Right? Because Susan's going to cash out soon, and they're going to say, did anybody help you today? And she's going to say, Mr. Avocado was very nice, but he went on the roof to push the button. I'll say, okay. Alright. Got any animal lovers in the crowd? Me too. I have a cat. I love him. Something weird happened with him last Friday. I kind of wanted to share it with the group. Just get it off my chest. I thought it was a good time. I came home and I just after work, and I noticed that there was something in the air. You know, the energy was kind of low. And I took my bag off. I walked into the living room area of my apartment. And my cat was sitting there on the middle cushion of my couch. And he looked weird. He looked different. And he did this thing that I swear to God he does. He pats the space beside him when he wants me to sit there. He does it though, seriously, he does it. So I went and I sat with him, and I looked down at his fur and at his face, and I started to feel like I knew what was going on. You sort of have a feel for these things if you're an animal person, right? I kind of knew what was wrong. And I looked at him and I was like, okay, I think I know what's going on today. I think it's probably time, right? You know when it's time. And he looked up at me with his little green eyes. He looked up at me and he said, yes. Yes, it's time. I want to know who my birth mother is. And I knew that he would notice, but I didn't think it would be so soon because he's only 3.5. So I was like, okay, you know, buddy, we can talk about this, but I gotta ask you, how did you know so early in life? So I'm like, come on. And he put his little paw next to my hand. Little dainty, furry, black and white spotted paw next to my big fleshy human hand. He said, I've always known. How can I not know, Mom? You and I, we're not the same. And as a tear rolled down my cheek, he said, I'm not mad. I just want to know if you have any information on her. So what I've been doing for now is I cut out a picture of a calico from the front of a food bag, and I wrote Mom on that with Sharpie, and I gave it to him. And I've been feeding him the story that she's busy in the mountains right now breeding space monkeys. Because he's gonna work forever. He's not that smart. He's a cat. He's not that smart. He's not like a human child that's gonna learn as they go along. I remember my first friend as a human child. I was pretty old when I made my first friend. I was like 4 or 5 years old. Her name was Rocky, my first friend. And I remember the day that we met. Okay, so I climbed a tree at school, and then a bird shat on my face. And then I looked up, and there was this girl looking at me with her mouth open, and I was like, okay, it's over. My social life is in the garbage now. Somebody saw a bird shit on me. And then she reached into her back pocket and she took out an apple and she threw it at me. And from that moment on, we were like, okay, we're cool. We're both dum-dums. Best friends. And so to solidify this friendship, Rocky thought that we should have like friendship necklaces. You guys had these? Like the half hearts and stuff like that. So she brought in 2 necklaces the next day, and they were candy necklaces, which are delicious. So when I started to put mine in my mouth, she grabbed my arm. She said, no, you don't eat it. You keep it nice. If you don't keep the necklace nice, we aren't friends anymore. So under all this pressure, I tried to avoid dirt and moisture and all that. And just slowly over the next 2 weeks, this green slime just got more and more grotesque, and my pillow turned gray because I wouldn't wash from here up. And when I went into school every day, I would see that Rocky's necklace was pristine. She was keeping it perfect. I couldn't figure it out, except that maybe Rocky was perfect, and I was not. So then one day, I punched my brother in the head, and my mom gave me a timeout. And I stress ate the whole necklace. And when she came to get me, I was crying. I was holding the string of the necklace, and I explained to her what had happened. I said, Rocky's not going to be my friend anymore. I ate the necklace. She said, come on, we can get you another necklace, okay? She won't know. You know what? I can get you 10 necklaces, because those are 10 for $1 at the store. So Rocky had more than one necklace.